From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News.
Among Delaware's top stories for Wednesday, January 17th, an investigation begins into the conduct of a state lawmaker. Attorney General Beau Biden goes to Dover, and the end is near for the cleanup of last year's C-5 crash at Dover Air Force Base. Here are the details. The state legislature has begun its investigation into the conduct of State Representative John Atkins. WDEL's legislative correspondent Carl Konevsky has the story.
While a small group of protesters gathered outside of Legislative Hall, a small group of lawmakers met inside as the House Ethics Committee met to begin looking at Atkins' conduct, which resulted in a traffic stop for suspected DUI. State Representative Wayne Smith, chair of the committee, says Tuesday morning's meeting was organizational.
With a committee process that has not operated for more than 3 decades, maybe as many as 5 decades, we had a little bit of difficulty establishing any kind of precedence for this. Members had to come up to speed in terms of how the special rules pertaining to Ethics Committee actually operated and what our duties and obligations were.
In accordance with House rules, the meeting took place behind closed doors. John Flaherty, a lobbyist for Common Cause, wanted the proceedings open, but Smith says a public report will be released at the end of the investigation.
As in any personnel situation that a school board might face or local government, of course there's a confidential nature to these matters, as indicated by the rules of the House, which I believe have been enforced for more than 3 or 4 decades.
Despite the investigation, some residents of Atkins' district call for him to resign his House seat. Gloria Lanson, a constituent of Atkins, says what he did in Ocean City, Maryland last October is inexcusable.
He got stopped for weaving, for fighting in the parking lot, for driving, for having a breathalyzer just about double the limit in Maryland, flashed his representative card, and they let someone come and pick him up. Now, what would happen to somebody else if that, we all want to get out of jail free card.
Lanson says she didn't vote for Atkins in November and isn't sure how he won re-election. Smith said the number of meetings or the timetable for the process hasn't been determined and added that Atkins will be allowed to attend and participate in future meetings in accordance with House rules. Reporting from Legislative Hall in Dover, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
The man nominated to be the next Corrections Commissioner has his Senate confirmation hearing today. Former Attorney General Carl Danberg is appearing before the Senate Executive Committee. Danberg could go before the full Senate today or tomorrow. He was nominated to succeed Stan Taylor, who's retiring February 1st. New Attorney General Beau Biden has chosen a Rhodes Scholar and veteran to be his Chief of Staff. Jennifer Oliva of Millsboro graduated from the U.S. Military Academy in 1996. Oliva will oversee the Administrative Division, Public Information Office, and Legislative Affairs. Beau Biden has made his first appearance before the House Judiciary Committee.
Committee Chair Bob Valahura invited Biden to the group's first meeting, giving members and the Attorney General a chance to hear how each hopes to work together. Biden says he looks forward to the relationship, with lawmakers helping him forward his top agenda items, including reducing violent crime and community prosecution.
Some of my other priorities are clearly doing something with regard to child predators and bringing it even additional emphasis to the Department of Justice on that front, as well as other issues like senior abuse and identity theft.
Biden says he'll need member support in turning his campaign issues into law and says he'll work with lawmakers to help with their agendas as well.
It's important that they believe in some of the agenda that I've set forth with regard to some of the issues I want to pursue. I'm sure that there'll be issues, so it's a back and forth, and I look forward to working with the committee on all those things.
Biden was joined by his new Chief Deputy Attorney General, former Superior Court Judge and AG, Richard Gebline. Also on Tuesday, the state Senate approved legislation to overhaul the state's workers' compensation system. The bill is the result of months of work among the state's doctors, lawyers, labor officials, and the business community. According to the State Chamber of Commerce, Delaware has the third highest rates for workers' comp insurance in the country, and experts say the reform could save local businesses up to $43 million a year. The House Labor Committee will hold a hearing on the bill later this morning. And the ban on yard waste at the Cherry Island landfill is one step closer to being overturned. The House Energy and Natural Resources Committee approved a bill undoing the restriction voted on by legislators last year. The new legislation also allows for raising the height of the landfill by 7 feet. State Representative Wayne Smith, a Claymont Republican who sponsored the bill, says the current ban could create undue hardship for people looking for options for disposing their yard waste. The bill now goes to the full House for approval.
Another young person dies on a Delaware road. WDEL News continues in a moment.
You could spend your money at the gas pump, or you could spend it on those sexy pumps at your favorite store. Let DART do the driving.
I do all my shopping with DART. It's the most convenient way to shop the outlets, and it saves me money.
Now save even more. Get up to 40% off with a discounted DART card online at dartfirststate.com or at your local Acme Market.
At this rate, with the money I save riding DART, I'll have a new pair of shoes every week.
Travel smart. Choose DART.
The final cleanup of last year's C-5 crash at Dover Air Force Base starts today. Contractors will be removing insulation, plastics, and other materials from inside the plane. The fuselage from the huge cargo plane and its wings are still on the field. No one was killed in the crash. Investigators say human error caused that crash. Police say they believe a 17-year-old girl from Newark was driving too fast when she crashed her car and died early yesterday morning. The girl apparently lost control of the 2004 Jeep Liberty at Old Cooch's Bridge Road and Old Baltimore Pike. The Jeep was in flames when rescuers arrived. The girl did have her seatbelt on. Police have not yet released her name. Police in Wilmington are trying to figure out what happened to a 3-month-old girl who died yesterday at Wilmington Hospital. Police believe the baby's mother called from the 2200 block of North Pine Street to report the baby was unresponsive. Emergency crews tried to revive the baby, but she died at the hospital. A man involved in a stolen car chase where police opened fire is in custody. Police had ordered 34-year-old Eric White of West 11th Street to stop Monday as he was driving on West 3rd Street. He was wanted in the theft of a car. The officer fired 2 shots into the trunk of that Nissan as the car veered toward him. White is charged with theft of a vehicle and reckless endangering. The Christina School District is asking for your help in developing a strategic plan. Residents are being asked to participate in online and phone questionnaires. The district's goal is to develop a 3-year plan that reflects the priorities of district families and the community. You can find that questionnaire by going to our website, WDEL.com. The Phillies signed another key player. WDEL Sports and AccuWeather are coming up.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Did you know that Wilmington College has been preparing students for careers in media arts and technology over the past 7 years? Enjoy hands-on experience and personal attention from instructors drawn straight from the industry. To learn more, visit wilmcol.edu. Wilmington College. Achieve balance, achieve success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware every weekday morning, 5:30 to 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL sports, the Sixers take on the Memphis Grizzlies tonight in Memphis. The Sixers have lost 5 of their last 6 and have a 10-28 overall record. But the Grizzlies are even worse. They have the worst mark in the NBA at 9-30. Delaware's back in action tonight at home against Georgia State. The Hens are coming off their biggest win of the season, a 77-62 win over William and Mary on Saturday, just their 3rd win of the season and 1st in the CAA. Tip-off tonight at the Bob Carpenter Center is 7 o'clock. In boys high school hoops, top-ranked Hodgson knocked off St. Elizabeth 69-60 last night. The Silver Eagles are 11-1 on the season. The Phillies and center fielder Aaron Rowan have agreed to a 1-year contract. Rowan will make nearly $4.5 million in 2007, plus award and performance bonuses. Rowan played in just 109 games with the Phillies last year because of 2 extended stays on the disabled list. That leaves 3 players unsigned who are eligible for arbitration: Chase Utley, Brett Myers, and Jeff Geary. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: mostly sunny today with a high of 34. Clear and cold tonight, the low 19 to 23. Tomorrow, sunshine will give way to clouds. There might be some rain or snow late in the day, the high 36. And Friday, clouds will break for some sunshine, the high 44. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM WDEL or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Melanie Armstrong. Thanks for watching.